There's all kinds of conversation between Draymond and Pascal about what this play should be. Draymond is pointing to this side of the court. Pascal and Draymond are still discussing this. Draymond waves. He's trying to call Pascal to be part of this three-man split. The three-man split has two guys, and one of them is going to dive and one of them is going to pop out. Whoever's popping out gets some kind of pin down or some kind of screen from the third man. So I think Draymond is telling Pascal that he better get over here to pin down. So there you go. You can see him running over like he's late for a train. They're just going to run it anyway. Like, forget it. We don't need the pin down. Steph and Andrew are doing this funny ring around the rosy thing, which is virtually that Steph is going to give Wiggins a pin down himself. And then he'll peel off and get this screen from Pascal, who missed his train, but he's trying to catch up on a motorcycle. Oh, this is very dangerous for the Pistons because Wiggins got ahead of his man, who's now trailing him. The Pistons' only hope is that this guy switches over to Wiggins. Otherwise, if he doesn't do that, then Dre should have a clean pass to the cutting Wiggins. And I'm going to guess that that's what happens because this guy's Steph Curry. There's no way that this defender's going to want to leave Steph, right? Yeah, forget it. So that is a nice pass. This defender's watching his man Pascal and also watching Steph up here, who looks like he's about to get this pin down from Pascal. So everyone's occupied with Steph. The original defender here is still looking at Steph. This poor defender's trying to chase Wiggins, but it's not going to happen. Dunk? Nicely done. Beautiful. Draymond satisfied. Okay, this is one of these quick hitters in Warriors land. You just go fast before the defense sets. Quick pin down for Steph. And gets through. Defender's on his back hip. Steph is keeping him behind him with the way he's moving. That's going to force this defender to rotate to Steph. This defender's stunting in. That leaves this man open. I don't really know what's going to happen. He might spot up, or he might try to cut behind this guy. Let's see. Oh my God. What kind of pass is this? Steph, I guess he's not in all-out serious mode. You know how Draymond says that Steph has a tendency to F around with the ball? So here he is throwing a blind behind-the-back pass. Kind of looks like it's going to hit him in the shoulder. Is he really going to catch this okay? No! And it goes into the stands. You know, you could kind of see that coming. Yeah, he's just smiling like, come on, man, I got to entertain myself. I think his completion rate on these passes is... the behind the backs, it's got to be 0, right? Or very close to 0. And not only is it 0%, but the worst scenario is that it goes out of bounds. It's just a straight up dead ball turnover. But actually even worse than that is he's hit Looney in the face several times. You hit your man in the face and then it gets picked up for a dunk the other way. This is one indulgence I think they gotta tell Steph to stop. It's going to be a dribble handoff here to Wiggins out of the corner. Wiggins will get 2 screens, and then I assume he'll survey the landscape and try to curl around. The Pistons are looking a bit confused. This guy maybe will hop out to meet Wiggins at the end of this. There he is. Plumlee is just guarding the middle, an open player here. Pascal's not great from 3, but he could just fire up the open 3, or he could drive. There is an awful lot of space between him and Plumlee. Oh, well. Wiggins just drops the ball anyway, so now it's totally broken play. Alright, Poole's got it. 13 seconds, this is plenty of time to make an actual play out of this. So I don't think Poole's going to ISO. I assume that he could feed Wiggins and trigger a split cut. You can see Steph's opinion is, no, don't do that. I'm pointing you at Draymond, the only other adult on the court here. I think Poole's going to throw it into the post. Let's see. He looks torn. Alright. It did reset. Draymond points that way. Steph was already pointing that way. The Kerr offense, another automatic. When the ball comes to the top, Dre is going to immediately set this pin down for Steph. This is looking promising just from the way the defenders are leaning. This defender's trailing Steph. He's going to have to go around the screen. Steph will cut over here. The defender in the back is leaning a little bit backwards. So it's looking like there should be a little bit of room for Steph. Okay, there is. The trailer is in trouble. This guy dropped back and switched over to the roller. Plumlee jumped out to meet Steph. So I imagine that Steph is either going to attack real fast and just try to beat the Plumlee before his man can recover, Or maybe he's going to drive a little bit at Plumlee and try to let the cutter come over here and go free to the basket. Those seem like the two best options. Okay, everyone is jumping out at Steph. So Plumlee selling out. This guy finally caught up. Pascal does have the look of someone who wants to cut through. Oh, he's going to do it. Is he going to get past? We do have adjustment by the Pistons. This guy finally caught up to Steph, so Plumlee's going to rotate over to Pascal. Unfortunately, this defender also rotated over to Pascal, which means that Jordan Poole should be running free. If Steph can hit him, that might be a layup, or this is forcing another rotation, which is going to leave Wiggins free in the corner. I assume Steph is going to pass to Jordan Poole. Whew, what a bullet. Is he going to catch this? Nice catch. And he gets put on his butt. Well done. Good cut from Jordan Poole. Pascal's driving the ball up. Steph is pointing. I think he's saying Pascal should do a quick hit up to Poole real fast. The typical curveball action is that the lead man will dribble in deep to the wing and then pass back to the trailer. But either Poole's not looking ready or Pascal's just thinking, I can take this guy off the dribble myself. And he's just keeping it. And he runs into a lot of defense. Steph is still trying to control this play. You see him pointing, and he's saying, hey, look to the top. There's an open man there. You can see the man's open hand here. It's Wiggins. He'll be the trail man, and he'll just walk to the top of the arc. And yeah, it was pretty funny. You see Pascal's dribbling here. He gets into trouble. You can see him take a glimpse at Steph, who's trying to be the big signpost saying open three that way. And Pascal in midair throws a bullet to Wiggins, and you know, that chaos kind of worked. Two guys ended up coming to Pascal. They all forgot about the trailer. Wiggins is going to step into this good shot, whether or not he makes it. And it's a sweet top of the arc three. Okay, gang rebound. Alright, so now it is a 3-on-2, and Steph has the ball. This looks really promising. You've got Wiggins running this lane, Wiseman running this lane. This has got to be a layup or a pull-up three or something. We've got the two defenders here. This man's covering Wiggins. This man stepped up to stop the ball. Steph is saying, I'll just toss it over here to Wiseman, who will now have an open lane to the basket. This looks like a colossal dunk coming. Oh man, he goes for the alley-oop, the full-on alley-oop. You see, that was not necessary, but it's going to look good, right? I hope he catches this. Oh, you know, that would have been wonderful. But let's rewind. You've got this man covering Wiggins, this man covering Steph. This Plumlee is too slow to catch Wiseman. How about like a nice little bounce pass to Wiseman, or very little pass right here so Wiseman can catch it, one dribble and then up and dunk it? No. Steph just has to be a tortured genius, and he just has to go for the full alley-oop. I think he's going to want that one back. We're all kind of worried about Wiseman's hands. That's just an example of it. Anyway, I think Steph made that harder than it had to be. Alright, this is one of these attack fast before they can recover, but the Pistons seem to have recovered pretty well. It looks to me Steph is trying to trigger a staggered pin down. Steph's man tried to jump this passing lane. Steph is thinking, I could flip this and get this kind of flare out, and you'll be hit by this screen. So, let's see what happens. Whoa. Draymond threads it behind the guy's head. Oh no, he didn't. Okay. So well, this is kind of a mess of a play. But Wiggins does end up setting the flare screen. You can see Draymond's got a whole, why, Lord, have you forsaken me look. He looks pretty exasperated by how Wiggins caught that instead of Steph. I think it was supposed to be a bullet to Steph, and then Wiggins was supposed to step up and set this screen, which he is doing. I mean, it kind of took a weird path, but he is screening this man with his butt, this kind of semi-legal butt screen. And Steph... Draymond's still exasperated. Steph hits it, so, I mean, that's just like they drew it up. So this is going to be a split cut. They feed the post man. It kind of looks like Steph is going to do the screening, so it could be this, or it could be that Wiseman comes across and sets a screen on Steph. We'll see. Okay, no. So Steph is taking Wiseman's screen. He is cutting behind Wiseman, His man is already a step behind. So Wiseman hopefully will read this and screen, and that will force Plumlee to switch over, or Steph will get an open 3. Wiseman gearing up to whack that man with the screen. Plumlee, whoa, it's getting weird here. Plumlee was switching onto Steph. This man fought through Wiseman's screen. Now they're both flying through the air at Steph. If he was hardened, he'd jump into one of these guys. Wiseman does have a straight shot to the basket if Steph can just throw the ball over to him. Okay, that's what's happening. Yep, Steph, he's not doing any crazy alley-oop stuff. He's just handing the ball over to Wiseman. Plumlee's switch, plus this guy knocking him out of the way. Friendly fire. Blake has to guard Dre and Wiseman. Don't know what's going to happen here. I am guessing that Wiseman is going to attack and just try to go through Blake Griffin. If Blake Griffin gives him any trouble, he'll drop it off to Draymond. Spin move. Oh, well, that was pretty. I guess he's not afraid of Blake Griffin's defense. Wiseman just shaking his head like, you think Blake can guard me? That's hubris, sirs. Detroit looks tired. They're just hoisting up these crap shots. Oh my god. I mean, what do you do about that? Let's see, was Steph actually standing on the logo when he shot that? Yeah, okay. This is not a logo shot. This is just a heat check. And the heat is confirmed.